The Lory Student Center is filled with activities and spaces for students to relax, unwind, socialize, eat, drink, and study in between classes. We like to call it the LSC. I use it for get a drink, rest, and overall just a really good place for people to go in between classes. Right outside of the LSC, we have the Plaza. There's also events on the Plaza. We have fake ice rinks that get set up. We have concerts, student organizations, clubs. Student organization-wise, this place is jam-packed. I think this is SLICE too, which is student leadership involvement and community engagement. You have SLICE, you have ASCSU, student government has their offices here. You have APAC. APAC also is right by the Black African American Cultural Center and the Native American Cultural Center. All the centers have events throughout the month and throughout the year. First time I came to CSU, one of the coolest views I had was out of the Grand Ballroom when I first got to the LSC. That's a huge space and see the foothills and everything out there. A bunch of different events are hosted inside the Grand Ballroom. There's also the Lory Student Center Theater. They have a lot of cool performances and a really cool piano right outside. I've been to events inside it. Freshman year during Ram Welcome, they took us in there. It's a really cool space. And then the bookstore is also great for some CSU merch or something like that. I use it to buy books, school supplies. I buy my lab coat downstairs in the bookstore. I'm an out-of-state student, so I like to buy a lot of things at the bookstore to send home to my parents. I'm in the Curfman Gallery of the Lory Student Center here at Colorado State. LSC manages 3 different galleries featuring student work, independent artists, and you can see it all around the LSC on the walls. And there's a lot of native artwork and memorials on the walls. The LSC was one of the first places that I visited when I was a prospective student, and it was one of the coolest places. I saw everywhere that you could use Ramcash, like the coffee shop and the whole food court. You can use your student loaded card that has money on it, and you can use that throughout anywhere that you need money, whether it's for the vending machines, whether it's for the coffee. My favorite thing to get is definitely Panda Express. There's a lot of local businesses like Spoons, Soups and Salads. There's also Cam's Lobby Shop downstairs, which is basically kind of like a little grocery store, kind of like gas station, kind of convenience store. There are a bunch of different study spaces at the LSC. There's the Kindness Lounge. There's a bunch of little fireplaces for students to sit at. And then in addition to just a lot of collaboration spaces, there's private study rooms that you can call in and reserve ahead of time. And then there's meditation spaces. There's outside study spaces by the food court. There's like a porch outlooking the lagoon and everything. Downstairs also is CSU, and you can see the radio hosts kind of working with their headphones and their microphones, and it's really cool, and they have it live broadcast. In addition to the student media downstairs, we also have the Ramskeller, which is a really popular meeting spot for all students. We have student-made beers and local beers that you can try.
I'll get the smaller version of the Old Aggie.
Yeah. And then there's the Old Aggie because it's usually pretty cheap. I like this citrus beer, and it comes in the smaller mug. I really like that one. There's so much to do here for students, and overall it's a great place and a great community. So if you're thinking of coming to CSU, make sure you check out the LSC.